live. And it looks like we are live, so I will say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we doing on this terrible Monday? Because let's be fair, it's never a good Monday. Monday is just that fucking day. We all know it. And that's why I'm here, to have a shit stream to really just ruin the rest of your day. Anyway, so if you were here last week, you'd know that Mrs. Sick wasn't feeling right so cracking. She's back. She's on top form, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, top form, which is about just above shit for her. You know, life is hard. So Sick, I don't know if you've seen, but a guy did a video about... A guy you did a video about, Carl, did a response to you. Oh my God. Well, please send it my way because I'm sure it'd be fucking hilarious. They usually are. They're very, very, very rarely have I seen even a half decent point. Don't bother trying to link it. Send it to me on Twitter or in a what do you call them now?
Electronic mail.
On the emails, the electronic mails. It's this fancy new thing that I don't know if you've heard about. All of which can be found on my about page. Because I will totally forget that's there and I don't have time to look for it now. Well, I do have time to look for it now, but I can't do... You'll just hear me tapping going, well, how does keyboard? And that doesn't make for terribly engaging streams, and they're already shit streams already, like I said. I mean, shit stream is kind of the exact way to put it, because it's just like an unending, just forward blast of effluence.
I like the background. You did a good job.
Oh, that Numpty the Skeptic did a video on the other day. Oh, are you talking about Kyle? Because that's an old video. Bit late to ruin my day. There's only 3 hours left and it's already been shite. Well, it could always be worse. So you're welcome. When will you make another video about Blue Boy Woo Woo? Not soon. Not super soon. I like to spread out my series is videos so that I don't fucking die. Because he just says the same shit and just coming up with new jokes and new ways of attacking the fucking stupidity of it is hard. It's very difficult. They're very challenging videos to make what I consider to be good content out of it. People love it, which shows that the work pays off. But fucking hell, we have such sights to show you. Is that welcome to the internet? Evening, sir and Mrs. Sick. The one sick expression I seem to find myself using more frequently is the big silly. Make of that what you will. Hopefully you're saying it to people about how they're behaving, because that is fun. Actually, I would like to know how many of you find the Sir Sick vernacular creeping into your daily conversations, because I've had more than 0 people complain to me that they said some really stupid shit to people. And I thought it was fucking hilarious. I am actively ruining the English language and I don't give a fuck. Did you see the news about England fans not being let into stadiums if they had Sir Sick outfits on? I did. And they're not Sir Sick outfits. They didn't have scarves. I do think that they were completely right to not let... Some fucking dickhead in a bunch of armour. Like, English football fans are well known for being massive cockhens who like to start fights. And if someone turns up and is known for starting fights, or associated with a group known for starting fights, in body armour, there's a good fucking chance that dickhead, even if he doesn't start the fight, someone's going to get hurt punching him in his fucking metal bonds. So yeah, that was completely fair. Just take it off. It's not funny. It's not clever. I'm gonna sort of reclaim Crusaders and make them something even more stupid than they were.
Hello, mate, from Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan.
Thank you.
Konnichiwa, sumimasen.
Yeah, we've been on a bit of a Japanese culture kick recently because we've been playing a lot of Yakuza. We're on Yakuza 3 now. It's only been a few months, and we plan on playing through all the way because they make for great Mrs. Sick going to sleep games. I play the main quest and then she gets sleepy and then I go do side quests and I read out all the text so she doesn't have to like watch, and that helps her get to sleep. And yeah, so that, and there's a pretty damn good show called Our Man in Japan. James May goes around Japan, and it's the second time we've watched it, and it's really nice. It's like going on holiday with a mate, except you're in your living room. Some kind of big stupid milkshake. I don't know what that's in reference to, but it's like, just the next time someone asks you any question whatsoever, I want at least one of you to respond some kind of big stupid milkshake, just to see. So, oh, do you know where my keys are? Some kind of big stupid milkshake. I just want some faces. I just want some people to see the faces on the faces.
My Japanese is very limited, so don't Japanese at me.
English football fans should fight Philadelphia's Eagle fans. That would be the battle of the fucking century. Now, I'm gonna guess that there's probably more fans of England as a football thing than there are of a single American football team. I could be wrong, but I feel like there'd be more. I'd still pay to watch it. I don't know what would happen. I mean, you guys do technically come with free armor, so you know. Yeah, there's some things to be seen there. I would definitely watch that. Sorry, I got distracted, so that may be a non sequitur.
You on about people playing football in armor? Because
American
I'd
football.
watch that.
American football, not English football.
Like if football was actually like in full like knight's armor, I'd watch.
I mean, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
I'd watch it if they were in like good combat armor, and that they.
Welcome to handsome every time.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. A soluble hamster.
That's a great name.
And it would technically be welcome back, but I guess if you weren't handsome and you've subscribed for a while, greetings, Sir Verbatim. Okay. Eagles fans are like Spartans. It would basically be 300. So they'd lose. Okay, good to know.
It would be slow, but it'd be funny.
It would be very... Yeah. I mean, I would only watch like the one match and going, okay, you don't get to stop. This is what football is now. But I'm not watching again. This has changed for me.
There's like stupid sports that just random things. I think it was in was it Futurama, where they have like baseball, but it's not baseball.
They have Blurnsball.
Yeah.
And the rules don't make sense.
Yeah, I like that.
And
like
then,
that would
then
make
Fry
sport.
tries to explain it. He says, "I get it now. So the blurns are loaded. 3 blurns equals an anti-blurn, and blurny, blurn. And I think Leela says, apart from the word blurn, that didn't make any sense. Always good. So yeah, Blurnsball is a game that's literally designed not to make any sense, and obviously people tried to make sense of it because fuck you, that's why. When it comes to quantum physics, Canadians rule with an Albertan vodka chuckle. I don't know what that means. Have you seen the guys that do combat in full medieval armor? They leather the fuck out of each other.
They do.
Hardcore for me. I would imagine so, because
I have a friend who kills people, and yeah, he said like he uses a spear because it's probably, he said it's the best weapon.
So
because,
to be fair, she was saying kills people in quotes, just in case you missed that.
Yeah, and he goes like full kitted armor and stuff, and he said he always uses a spear because he said people just can't get to you.
Spears are just like hacks for most things. most events, especially when people don't know how to fight, like spears are hacks. That's why you find them.
But
That's why you see them in so many fucking situations.
He said he comes back with, like, people come back with broken bones and bruises and cuts and stuff from that. Yeah.
He doesn't. He comes back with a bloody spear.
Because he always uses a spear.
At a Philadelphia football game, one time Santa got booed after parachuting into the stadium. That's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
Boo! Fuck you, Santa. They're all mad, not because he was interrupting or that they think that anything ridiculous like that. They were upset because all of them got coal. And they knew that was the real Santa because they're very smart like that. Philadelphia booed the Pope, which I greatly appreciate.
I think Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, there's no one we won't boo.
That should be the slogan.
Yeah, I love bringing my spear to bowling matches. It's difficult to bowl with them though. Jesus Christ! I mean, you get it on the end of the stick, and then you have to like put it over your head and wang it, and it doesn't really work. It's quite dangerous, really. Throwing the spears at Santa.
I should make that a new Christmas tradition.
You can't just lose at bowling when you're armed with a spear. That's fair. Assume if poisoned is on the blade, it's more effective. Well, it's super effective.
It would be very effective. You'd probably get arrested for it, though.
I do winter tent camping against anything that comes by. Most important is my better half is comfortable. Okay. I feel like if something comes by, so someone comes to visit you, and then there's just a tent there before they even know it, and you're in there going, "My better half is comfortable." Why wang it when you can number wang it? That's number wang. God. The trick is to hit other people's balls with the spear. I love that, because if it was a video game, the spear would just go into it and then carry on spinning round at speed. And it'd be fucking hilarious. But it would still interact with the pins, just not the environment. And that's how you win. Be like playing lacrosse with bowling bowling balls. Fucking mouth. Stupid mouth. I have a dumb mouth. It does stupid things. Philadelphia is a cheese. I mean, that is true. It's a pretty nice cream cheese. I do like Philadelphia, which is one of the reasons I'm fat. I want to try axe throwing, but I saw that one video where the woman throws it wrong and nearly gets an axe in the face.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's going to happen to me if I try any of that. I quite like archery. I've never managed to hurt myself doing that. Haven't done it in a really long time, but I did enjoy it as a kid. You got to enjoy the thwump. The only redeeming things about Philly are cheesesteak and Scrabble. What about the Fresh Prince?
Scrapple.
He comes from there.
Not Scrabble.
Scrapple. Wait, what's Scrapple? Oh. And it does occur to me, did Philadelphia invent Scrabble?
Scrapple sounds like a junkyard. And you just play a game in a junkyard.
I mean, I can see that being fun. Lynx throwing. So you hold it by the tail and you swing it around your head, and you try and hit.
Oh, right, the animal. I went straight for the deodorant.
Well, in America, I think that's axe.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Axe throwing, lynx throwing.
But, I mean, lynx throwing would be kind of funny, because if you hit the head, it would hit the head, because toilet.
Oh, Scrapple is a mystery meat, okay.
Oh, yummy. Or not. Dependent. Cheap meat made in loaf form. I mean, I'll be honest, you're not really selling it to me. It sounds fucking gross, if that is how it is. Did some archery, and a couple of times I was lucky the neighbours weren't in their garden. Oof. Yeah, don't do it at your fucking house. You do it elsewhere. You get yourself a nice woods. And just hope you don't accidentally hit a fucking dog walker. But, you know, them and fucking joggers are the people who find all the bodies. And you know what they say about he who smelt it. He who smelt it murdered that poor person. Scrapple was a way for the PA Dutch to use more of the pig. I mean, hey, it's efficient, but I mean, we have other ways of doing things these days. Just had a talk with my youngest about the joys of having to use the outside toilet at my nan's house no matter the weather. He couldn't comprehend that we weren't allowed to use the comfy bog upstairs. I mean, wait, were you not allowed? They had one, but you had to use the. That's kind of fucked up, I'll be honest. Like, if that was the only one, if you only had an outhouse.
Like when my mum was a kid, they didn't have a bathroom, and they had to go to the outhouse. And then she said, and then when they left home, that's when they got the bathroom installed. And she was proper salty about it.
Well, we're not fucking letting you people use our delicious new toilet. Can't do archery anymore. We went back onto a school, and they might complain if we skewer a kid. Just aim for the one that the teachers clearly don't like. They won't say a word. Well, I don't know. It's weird. This fucking arrow just came out of nowhere. Nailed Jimmy, the little fucker, in the head. Oh, well. Never mind. Head cheese. Now, head cheese. Is that from la tête, or is it from la dong? La tête is French for the head. I may be getting it wrong because I haven't done French. Not the tit.
You can see why, though. It's just like...
What?
Yeah, I think they do it on purpose for foreigners.
What, the French?
Yeah.
No.
Unless they call the head the tit.
No, it's
because it's like
not
but
tit.
but then foreigners go around going, oh, it's a tit.
That has never once in my entire life occurred to me. In my many years.
I don't know. French baffles me. It's a weird language.
It baffles you because you don't fucking speak it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of mouth movements when it comes to French.
Yeah, I don't get this speaking thing right. You got to move your mouth. That sounds like
I think it's because it's my accent. My accent does not blend with French very well.
Je suis un la tête.
Yeah, un tête.
Où est la bibliothèque? Yeah, you're right. It doesn't.
No.
They're tamed. Head tits. Now we're talking. Fun fact, at my old school, they used javelin sticks into the ground to mark out the running track. One fell over to 30 degrees and one kid wasn't watching where he was going. Fucking hell. Oh, that's a bit sad. Did they do the survive, or is this a tragic tale?
I find German easier to speak than I do French.
Only French kissing. I mean, let's be fair. That shit is fucking legit.
No, Spanish kissing.
Well, with a guitar in the background.
No, Spanish kissing. It's like French kissing, but a little further south.
Oh, fuck me. English is all that is needed. I mean, if you're lazy, yes. I'd love to learn another language, but no. If I could
like the idea of learning another language, but it is difficult. Like, then again, I'm into ancient Egypt, and I started learning how to speak ancient Egyptian when I was from teen 10. So
our school had these things that they used to fence off the muddy areas, and I knew people would steal them and throw them and get them stuck in trees.
So trust me to like a language that's useless.
What's that? What language do you like that's useless?
Ancient Egyptian.
Oh, I thought you were going to say English. I mean, you're not wrong.
No, I'm bad at English, though.
I love cursing in French. It's like wiping your ass with silk. All right, Merovingian. Jesus Christ, didn't know we're in fucking Matrix
You like
Reloaded.
cursing in other languages, don't you?
Every single human being alive likes cursing in languages other than their own. You go up to someone, any language to any other language, and you find a universal term for poo, which is probably poo, and then you go...
Yeah, German nouns do have gender. It's one of the reasons why I really struggle with certain, like, the way the words change in other languages when they have different genders, and it's odd to me, because we just have the one.
Remember the Olympic umpire that got skewered by a javelin? Yes, I saw that.
Oh, God.
It was... The guy just fucking just boomfed to the ground. I don't know. I don't know if he was all right, but yeah, that was fucking awful. Yeah, merde. Yeah, that is a good word. I got told off by an old French lady when we went on a French exchange trip when I was 15. I don't fucking know. As a kid, and
there's the sort of, I wouldn't say every single one of the languages is based off ancient Egyptian. It's just like the Sumerian, which is probably came before. Like it's so it's one of those things that's so old that it's kind of hard to understand. But I wouldn't say that every single one of them, because a lot of them developed independently as well. So
the fuck's sick? You cursing in French? Just got here. Well, you see, merde.
You like doing it in German though. Like...
The only thing that I find really fucking entertaining to say in probably very bad German is "Ich liebe Scheiße." Teach your kids getting to say their German friends. It'd be hilarious. I believe it basically means I love shit.
It's not literal shit though. It's the concept of shit.
I love the concept.
If it's literal shit, it'd be caca.
Ich liebe caca.
There you go.
Somehow that works even better. I remember when Queen Elizabeth died. Okay. What, the first one? Or... And people started posting that scene from Minions when they're referring to the painting of the Queen as La Cucaracha. I mean, yeah, that did happen when Queen Elizabeth I died. The Minions, they were a big thing back in the 1500s or whatever the fuck she was about. It's Queen Elizabeth II, you fucking Philistine. Not that I care. It's just accurate and confused. How am I supposed to know if the Minions were mocking the first one or the second one? Clearly very confusing. Ashlock is a good one.
I think it's Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung, können Sie bitte meine Asche essen?
What isn't that? Excuse me, would you eat my ass, please?
Yeah, but he's politely asking.
I don't mean to intrude, but would one mind possibly, terribly, eating my asshole? Is what that means. It's fucking who was that? Hugh Grant. There we go. Hugh Grant. Imagine Hugh Grant asking you to eat his asshole, and that's what that means, but in German.
According to Cookie, the way I said it was, it's not actually like, it's like literally the.
Could you consume?
It's like shit, like it's literally the cheeks. That's what I'm asking.
Can you eat my ass cheeks? That's even better.
Chilampa is one of my favorites too.
I like kartoffel, but that's not rude. That's just potato, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sir Sick, acknowledge my existence. No. Hello, Bubba the Mad Jester, and everybody.
I like Fotzer as well. That's one of my favourites.
Fotzer?
Yeah, because I got Fotzer Kopf.
What does Fotzer mean?
Cunt.
Oh, okay. They must get really confused when a new Forza game comes out. Oh, it's Fotzer. Cunt Horizon. What a game. What a game. Beautiful game. This time they're in Mexico. for the Horizon. Didn't that one famous classical composer make a song about licking his ass? I had no idea, but if that's a true...
that. That's like peak meme from the back in the day.
Blum, eat my ass, blah blah blum blum blum, and that's it. Just zap zap with your enormous armory.
Oh, I would agree. German is definitely made for cursing. Like, they are the best insults. I love it because all the German friends, they swear like so much in English, but as soon as you swear in German, then they go, oh, an actual offended.
constant. They say the worst fucking English swear words to you.
Yeah.
But you swear in their native tongue, and it's just like you killed a baby in front of them.
They're like, oh wow, that's really bad.
Mozart has a canon based on "Lick My Ass." Okay, is it what, the printer? Oh, Cersei, can you please say that phrase? I will run your heads. Oh, God, that's really long. Oh. Fine.
There you go.
I'm gonna burp first. You religious Yankee knobs, I will run your heads over with a tank. There you go. You're welcome. Oh, 2222. Ut is a special year to recognize twos. Or is it is a special year?
Oot.
Ut. It is a special year to recognize twos. Watashi wa ashiro aitemasu. I eat ass. That is a lot of words to say a very, very basic thing. I mean,
yeah, Japanese fascinating as well because the way they word they put like the subject of the conversation in a different place to what we do, or they say names like in a different place to like we would usually say it. It's
so wrong then, yeah.
It's so yeah, but when you're learning a completely different language, it's so weird, like the way they order their language up.
Killing babies is a bad thing now. I know these people just. You got to kill some of them, otherwise there'd be too many.
Oh, frack. Yeah, that's one of my favourites as well.
I always wondered why swearing at someone in their native tongue is considered more offensive, because...
It's because you're...
There's no context. Okay, so say shit in another language has no context. It is, you haven't grown up with that word. You haven't had people tell you off for that word. You haven't had adults be fucking furious with you.
But then you look at British culture though, and swearing's just like normal.
But no, even here. This is
I guess if you're in a formal setting, swearing is you just don't do it.
In any setting, you don't swear in front of your mother.
No,
that's not a formal setting. Your mum swears like a fucking sailor, but you don't swear. Oh no,
I don't. No, I was taught not to swear in front of her. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Is that you have these built-in sort of blocks for certain words and phrases that are in your own language, but in other people's languages, you don't care. So you hear someone else say it, and you're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that." Sir Sixan, and a bunch of stuff that I do not understand.
I think you find it's Sir Sixama.
I think you'll find it's Sir Sixhan. Samahan.
Samahan. You get
special,
all the honorifics.
I get a super special honorific.
Terrible PayPal joke tax.
That is a good, important point that everyone should pay.
That means he sent you a PayPal, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't... The thing about the PayPal things is sometimes it shows me what they say and sometimes it doesn't. And, it's another money request.
I don't think frick is a Scrubs thing. I think it is...
If you want my 2 cents on this stream, it's terrible, you fucking piece of garbage. And then he's got a money request. If I had $1 for every time my PayPal jokes were ignored, I'd have $1. Amount requested, $1. I ain't giving you shit and you know it. I do enjoy the fact that you use PayPal to just send me random weird messages. That is so, it's kind of ostentatious. I love it. Got to go. Have fun. No, it's quiet time now. We're going to sit here and think about what we've done. Or, not. Smeg or Frel? Well, Smeg actually means something. Smeg literally means smegma, which is the residue of cum on the end of a penis. It's a really, really, really gross saying. My favourite, there's a clip of Craig Charles being asked by a little American girl, what does smeg mean? And he hides under the fucking table because he does not want to answer that question. But Frel is obviously just that's Frel. What's that from? The one with Claudia Black in it, I think.
Where is it? Basket.
There you go.
By the way, Robert, while I saw you missing and started looking it up because I was actually curious. Bloody in the Yorkshire language.
Bloody.
Wow,
In the Yorkshire language. Oh yeah, you fucking Yorkshire people would fucking like.
It is our language technically, right? So apparently it comes from the aristocratic people who were called bloods during the 17th and 18th century because
versus
they were
the other aristocrats called the Crips.
Well, it's because they were pure-blooded.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Off.
So, but
and then they wonder why their kids
but it
keep
became
getting
an
weirder
insult.
and
So
weirder fucking deformities.
It became an insult. So it was basically just when someone said, "Oh, you're bloody drunk," it means you're like extremely drunk.
And you're yeah.
It just became more of an insult.
As their fucking kids got more and more like hunchbacked and several heads. Like, yeah, you're pure blooded. You do understand how fucking it's when you get people who genuinely think that what do they call it? Miscegenation? Like the mixing of the races? As if fucking that's not how evolution that's how evolution works. That's a good thing. There's people who get upset that there's not going to be any white people left. Like, fucking, are you stupid? Who cares? It literally doesn't matter. If you actually give a shit about your country and your values, you should give a shit about the values, not how people look, you fucking moron. But you don't care about how people you don't care about how people act. You just sorry, this is getting more political than I'd like. Incest is wincest. There we go. That is such a fucking bullshit thing. Everything is bullshit. The royal family could afford to take a nice refreshing dip in the gene pool. I mean, let's be fair.
They're starting to branch out a bit, so...
let's be fair. I mean, Harry's the ginger one, isn't he?
I thought they're all ginger.
No, most of them are bald. I think Harry kept his hair. But there's a good chance that he's not his father's son. There was always this thing that Harry was the son, the ginger one. Is he the ginger one? I can't fucking remember.
No, isn't that William?
Williams looks like his dad.
Right.
But Harry doesn't.
I don't know. I take no interest in the royal
family.
I know.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm not good with faces either. I have no idea. I can't. I'm like trying to remember what they look like, and all it is a blank face with a crown on it.
But Harry, he got with that woman that I can't remember the name of either, because these are not hugely important people with me, to me. But yeah, my point is that I reckon him and his missus are easily going to have the best looking kids out of the entire royal family, because he looks better than everyone else already, and he's going with someone who isn't some fucking toff who's already like inbred to crazy hell. He went with a normal person. Meghan Markle, there you go. Like she's a relatively normal person. I mean, she's probably quite posh. But like posh for an American.
Wasn't she the one in Suits?
Which isn't the same thing. Yeah, I think so.
She's an actress, isn't she?
Yeah.
Or was, I don't know now.
Well, I assume once you become a goddamn princess, acting is beneath you. But yeah. So I definitely they are going to have like the least. They're probably just going to have normal kids because a
blank face with a crown like God in a chick tract.
That's fucking great. George is a cute pie, but he's still a little baby, so they're all kind of cute still. I mean, yeah, once you grow into your weird, unbranched out genetics, I don't know which one, George. I don't know which one is George to.
I really should shorten that down, because I say I'm not good with names, and I also say I'm not good with faces. I should say I'm not good.
I'm not good. I'm quite bad. I reckon if the Royals have another go... Oh, well, that's gone.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thanks, Owens. I will fucking burn you. No, I won't. Oh.
Speaking of burning.
Right, I need to go cook some food. You need to be entertaining for the next 5 minutes, probably.
Oh, no.
It's okay. People, ask her questions about herself. No questions about me. I don't matter.
Yeah, do it about sake. It's so much easier.
No, not about me. Because then they ask questions that you're not supposed to answer, and you answer them anyway. Because
it would have made my birthday way more interesting.
Which one?
With the Queen dying. Said he couldn't do it 2 days early. It made my birthday way more interesting. How selfish.
I mean, that is pretty goddamn selfish. Right. I mean, woo. Yeah, you've got to be asking questions now. How did you? There you go.
Very badly. What annoys you most about Cersei?
Oh, so many things.
God, here we go.
Where
the biggest problem I have with him is he tends to, because he's so forgetful, that he tends to forget the most basic things, like having a shower, and I have to remind him to have a shower, and he's just like, oh, I just don't care. I'm like, but you should care, because being clean is good. And he's like, oh, I clean when I need to clean. I don't have to have a shower every day. I'm like, oh my God. It drives me nuts. Is it sick? Do you do your artwork all digital? I do now. Like, I used to do a lot of paper stuff, but then, and getting used to the tablet was horrible for me. I had to learn to draw again with it, and it was I'm not good with change, and it took me a while to get used to them. But now I'm actually I prefer using graphics tablets because of how I can get rid of things like mistakes so much easier and things. But yeah, basically all my artwork is digital now. Let's have a look. I was in London watching the Back to the Future musical 2 days ago before the Queen died. Coincidence? You saying the Queen time travelled and then died, but then she didn't die, but then she did. Okay. I reckon that the royal... I really don't like talking about the royal family. They're so fucking boring. It's like when people go on, like recently with the whole football thing, the World Cup thing, and I'm like, oh, I really just don't care. Football is one of those things that just never enters my mind until people bring it up. Where is Six's secret whiskey stash? He doesn't have a secret stash. It's just everywhere. It's basically that. He usually keeps it in places where he sits down frequently. So he has some on his desk, and also the windowsill, which is right next to his desk. And then he'll keep it on the floor next to his desk, or he'll keep it in the living room where he sits on the couch. And then I move it into the kitchen, because otherwise he'll kick it over frequently and knock things over, so I have to keep moving it. But then he'll get annoyed that I've moved it. I won't really call it. It's not something like... He's not something... It's not a secret, basically. How is life in United States of America? Wet. It's very rainy. But that's nothing new. Mrs. Sick, have you been watching Extraordinary Eternity Wheel? Yeah, I have. I've basically got like half an episode left, and I've watched them all. I tried to get my kids to watch with me, and then only one of them was interested. And then it started getting like very legal lingo and trying to stop every 5 minutes to explain things to her. And she got annoyed and bored, and then ended up leaving. But I quite enjoyed it. Which of your in-laws is like Sir Sick the best or worse? I don't have any in-laws, so there you go. That's the answer to your question. How often do you have to demolish the whiskey bottle castle? He tends to do that himself. Like,
yeah.
Usually because he'll get rid of it as a way of going, right, I'm done with that one, now I can buy another one.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few bottles here and there of various types and fill levels, and then they get finished. Occasionally, I'll have several mostly finished ones that, like an absolute just Satanist, like a crazy like a evil motherfucker, I will turn into one bottle.
Oh, don't start talking about ancient Egypt.
No, yeah.
I won't shut up.
Does sick drink teachers? Depends. The sun never sets on the British Empire. How would you know? You never fucking see it. Exactly. That's exactly the point. It literally doesn't. Have I tried Suntory Hibiki whiskey? I have tried a Suntory whiskey, and it was okay. It tasted like a lot of other whiskies I've tried.
It was quite young though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Suntory Hibiki is a different one, but I've tried a Suntory whiskey and I wasn't like super fucking impressed. The most recent enjoyable one that I have liked a lot, I'm quite a big fan of bourbon, which some people would tell me is not whiskey. And to that I respond, okay. I still like it. It still has the word on it. It might have an E in it.
Which is the one that you've been drinking recently? The really smooth one.
The one that I really like recently is Eagle Rare, which is apparently a form of the one you like, Buffalo Trace. I think it's the same company.
I like Buffalo
I think
Trace.
it's an aged Buffalo Trace.
Mm.
But I could be wrong. How's the rent for living in sin? Fine. It's the same cost as not. Still asking Mrs. Sick, what's your favourite whiskey? Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a relatively inexpensive one, but it's very smooth for what it costs. I'm not a huge fan because it doesn't have a huge amount of flavour. It's fine, but it's not super tasty. I like tasty ones. I like very woody, very tasty, flavorful ones. Like, now this is going to upset a few people, but I would totally drink non-alcoholic whiskey if they could make one that gave me the taste without the booze. But I have tried a couple of non-alcoholic whiskies and they taste literally nothing like whiskey. There is, how they even dare to call it a non-alcoholic whiskey is just fucking offensive, because it just tastes like herbs. It tastes like a bottle of random spices that is then made clarty. So yeah, not impressed. If someone comes out with one that generally tastes a bit like bourbon and is also alcohol free, I could probably, not have some for a while, which would probably be good for me. Non-alcoholic whiskey, blasphemy. Yeah, I know. But sometimes we have to pretend that we're humans and that we might die from the alcohol shit. True good. You'll meet 3 kinds of people in this world: those who can count and those who can't.
How about the new queen who just discovered your dawn?
Vegan whiskey is vegan.
Yes, I've heard about the new discovery of the queen in Egypt. Thank you.
She doesn't want to talk about Egypt because she will literally. You need to start your own Egypt.
The main thing is,
stream.
I'm fascinated that they're still finding stuff. That's the main thing I'm going to say.
Sursic tastes like horse pee. I mean, I'm not going to refute that.
I won't say that. You're more of a You have quite a meaty smell.
You have quite a beanie smell.
Yeah, I know.
What is the point in the no magic juice in the magic juice? That's fair. Come on, quit saying non-alcoholic whiskey. That's disgusting. Don't worry, I'm drinking alcoholic whiskey right now.
AKA brown water.
Yeah. Water is non-alcoholic vodka. The thing is, vodka has a flavour. And like if you've had a good vodka, like a really good vodka. It's actually really nice. It's quite drinkable, neat. But most vodkas are just fucking engine cleaner or some shit like they're not pleasant. Smirnoff is basically like that. It just has that burn without any tastiness to it. But a really, really good vodka is like a good whiskey. It has flavors to it. I've had a couple, and my favorite that I do not know the name of, but it was like really smoky flavored, and it was nice. It was really nice.
I already had an Egyptian channel. And then it went downhill. That was
Some
not...
very interesting people turned up, and they were very, very angry at her because it belonged to them, and that's the only way we could. Yeah, they were interesting people. Yeah, that's the way I put it.
So my main interest in ancient Egyptian stuff is to do with the mythology and also the funerary texts. They tend to be my favorite. I like to go through the text and see if they're translated correctly.
Okay, is rice juice. I'd like to try a good smoky vodka. Yeah, it was nice. I can't remember what it was, but it had a smoky flavor. Gin and tonic for the win. Like, I'd like to try like an ultra high end gin to see if that doesn't taste like fucking garbage. I wouldn't be surprised if it still tastes like garbage, but I'd like to try it. You sure you weren't already trashed? Trashed from what? I'm not sure. The world's going to hell.
God, that is a lot of emojis.
In a hand basket. That is. So you might as well hail Satan because God knows we're winning. Hail to Sir Sick, my lord, and hail to the chat. I appreciate it. Use less emojis next time. It's fucking hard to read. I put Smirnoff in Gatorade. I tell you what Smirnoff is good for. Egyptian whiskey.
No, they're considering it's
See, that's why I don't like their culture.
Considering it's a Muslim country, they probably don't have it.
I don't think it was Muslim when it was fucking.
Oh, it's gone from
ancient Egyptian whiskey is what they mean.
Oh no, they had beer, which was usually very biru, which is very watered down.
Watered down beer.
It was what like kids would
beer
drink.
Is already watered down whiskey, so it's ruining it.
It's usually heavily watered down, and kids would drink it as well.
I used to add aftershock to pitcher cocktails. What, like, did you ask first? Because that's fucked up. So. I just pour it in. Yeah, there you go. Give that to the kids. It's just a fruity cocktail that, you know, one of those non-alcoholic ones. You know, these fucking kids, they're not partying enough. Sir Sid. Okay. I don't know how to feel about that. Smirnoff is only good as a decreaser. I was going to say something that I actually find Smirnoff useful for. Get a J2O. If you don't know what a J2O, it's a fruit drink. If you add a shot of vodka to that, Smirnoff was the one that I tried. And it just makes it taste more like actual fruit because it gives it the bite of real fruit. Except fake and alcoholic, and was actually genuinely quite pleasant.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. That beer is a soft drink in Russia.
Oh, you're not drinking today. I see you're on the beer. I went to wipe something from my face and found it was the floor. Oh, of course it's fucking Duck Dog. Fell over again. Oopsies. Jägermeister. I do not get Jägermeister. It is fucking disgusting.
It's a thing that's disgusting and makes you drunk. That's it.
Yeah. I've never understood. People must fucking absolutely lose their minds. Like, we've made this disgusting alcoholic drink. No one is going to fucking buy it. I know. We'll tell people it's a shot. We'll make it a dare. Like, even Sambuca isn't the same. Like, cheap Sambuca is garbage. But I imagine that, like, quite expensive Sambuca, probably pretty okay. Tequila doesn't need to be a shot. Good tequila is really nice. Good tequila is very drinkable.
Urinal meat?
Urinal, what the fuck?
Urinal meat. Like
Like a dick?
Like discarded urinal meat?
Discarded penis? Ah, my urinal meat fell off. Do you mean your dick? Ah, whatever you call it. I don't use those fancy terms for urinal meat. I love Jaeger. What is wrong with you people? It's disgusting. It's genuinely the only thing. Do you like ridiculously strong flavors? Are you someone who can't eat anything that isn't like incredibly strong?
Urinal pastries. Oh.
Oh, the fuck. Oh, I mean, you can ruin a lot of words with the word urinal.
Yeah, true.
Urinal sandwich. Urinal flapjack. I mean, any food, really.
It's food related.
Urinal laptop.
Oh, no.
You can just see it, can't you? It's just coming out of the keys. You press the button and there's more of it. Where's it even coming from? You type out a sentence and then it's just all piss.
Pissy fingers.
Pissy fingers. If you like tequila, you'll love mezcal. Am I thinking of mescaline, which is like a drug? I feel like if you like anything, you'll probably like mescaline. The worst drink ever is tequila and soda or something called a cement mixer. Bailey's cream. No. Tequila and a drink. Like using tequila as a mixer. I am pro mixer and I will fight you. I like tall drinks that are tasty. I don't like fucking burning my insides out. I can drink certain drinks straight. I can drink whiskey straight. But as a general rule, I prefer shots and mixers or highballs or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, the cement mixer is genuinely the worst fucking drink on purpose. It is. It literally curdles it. It's fucking disgusting. If you leave it long enough, it'll go hard in the shot glass. Yeah, no thanks. Do you get urinal meat where you get urinal cakes from? I thought they were urinal biscuits. They're a lot harder than cake. Oh, fuck. I've just been reminded of the most embarrassing video probably on the face of the planet. And it's that one where they're at a fucking... they're at some kind of...
Festival.
Festival. There's the fuck. She knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The guy walks out, sees the camera crew, goes, "Oh shit, I better wash my hands." There is no sink. It's just a fucking piss trough. He walks up to it. He's looking at the cameras. He washes his hands in fucking piss using a urinal cake and then puts it down. And then the cameraman, the guy in front of the camera's like, Did you just wash your hands in a urinal? No. Oh god. Oh god. Because the reason that one's so bad is that there's the small chance in the back of your head, if you were drunk enough and you were that like, oh fuck, you gotta wash your hands. There's people filming. I wouldn't want to look like an asshole who doesn't clean my hands.
Now this is a urinal stream.
Yeah, it kind of is. Hey, at least we aren't fucking talking about food again, apart from the urinal food.
How do short guys pee in a urinal? Do they stand on their tiptoes?
They don't. They just piss all over the floor.
No, yeah, that's probably what it is.
Is that it? Is that?
It's just short guys.
No, I don't want to start spreading rumors about short people. It's really fucked up. But I do want to. I would love one day, or maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I'd fucking hate it. But just to lay eyes on the person who shits and pisses everywhere but in the bowl. I want to know who that person is. Why that person is way.
Would you be confused if you went into a male public toilet and it was just clean?
I've been into clean public toilets. I've been into many clean public toilets. And when I left, they were fucking disgusting, and I don't understand why.
All right, you're the problem.
Wait a minute. No, I do not fucking piss and shit everywhere. I don't get it. I have been into clean ones. Usually they're at restaurants. Restaurants tend to do a better job for pretty obvious fucking reasons. Not always. Some restaurants have disgusting toilets. The nicest toilet I've ever been into was at a really, really, really big curry house. It was called like the biggest curry house in the world.
That sounds a bit hyperbole.
It was big. It used to be like a church. It was huge. But yeah. Sir Sick, it's you, Sir Sick, when you're drunk. No, not even when I'm drunk. I'm one of those people.
He's actually quite like, if you're quite drunk, you'll just sit down.
Yeah, if I'm really drunk, I sit down, and if I need to piss or poo, I find a toilet. I'm damn sure. And even if I'm walking home from a long night out and I need to do a toilet, and if it's a number two toilet,
urinal curry,
oh, delicious. I will keep an eye out for like random bits of discarded like fast food packets, because they'll be relatively clean, and I'll turn those into toilet paper. And yeah,
I love how we've made this. Usually we talk about food, but now it's like pissy
today
food.
Is piss and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a long time. Nowadays I just take a fucking cab home, fuck that shit. But yeah, I'm also the kind of person who I will not throw up on myself, and I will not throw up in anything other than a sink, or preferably a toilet. But it has to be something that catches it, because there's no I can't. I've thrown up on the floor, I think once since I've been with Mrs. Sick.
Yeah, and then you were drunkly cleaning it up.
Yeah, because you fucking gotta. You can't not.
And I was like, just let me do it. And you went, no, I have to do this.
Yeah. It's doo-doo week. I mean, it is doo-doo week on the Sick channel. There was lots of doo-doo. Because people kept pointing it out. 3 people in a row pointed out doo-doo in a video, and I was just like, I'm so fucking proud. Urinal vomit, that's just normal.
That's pretty standard.
You just have to pee that down
Same
the
as
hole.
urinal kebab, that's pretty standard, I think.
Oh god, that's got to be so fucking disappointing.
You just there having a piss, like, oh.
Oh, my kebab. I shouldn't have held it over the toilet.
Urinal keys cake.
I can still pick up this top bit. No.
I instantly went to urinal wedding cake.
Urinal wedding cake? Oh my god. Can you imagine you walk in and there's just a fucking wedding cake?
Like 3-tier.
Yeah. Fully upright. Hasn't fallen over anything. Gonna cry? Piss your pants maybe? Maybe shit and cum? That's one thing I like about the US. When you buy whiskey, they give you a free sick bag. I thought they gave you a gun. I heard that somewhere. You're in all the Sir Sick videos. I mean, they are pretty piss. I mistook the kebab for something else again. Or did you mistake something else for kebab? Because that's when you really fuck up. What the hell are those things even for? What, kebabs or urinals? Because both for being piss drunk. Worst alcohol in the world is that like kumis or cummies?
Cummies.
Because I don't. If you've got alcoholic cummies, then ooh, guns come with all Happy Meals. I was talking to my kids about Happy Meals, and I started asking them if they wanted a sad meal instead, and one of them said, "Oh yeah, you open it up and a hand comes out and slaps you."
It's a slappy meal.
And yeah, I thought, well, no, that's not a sad meal, that's a slappy meal. And we started coming up with ideas of how we would use them on other people. You open it towards someone and slaps across the face. Fucking brilliant. And I think on that epic note, we're going to start shutting down, because I have started food and it needs to be finished. Because, yeah, we have to eat late. Otherwise, we eat takeaway because we're fucking incapable of controlling our...
We can't be trusted.
We cannot be fucking trusted. Having 2 fucking dinners is not goddamn right. Yeah. Come on, say it. Dripping urinal daddy. Be upset. I'm not upset. I'm just.
Thanks, Schemo. Urinal gravy. Yeah.
Oh, that it's almost worse if it comes out of the pee end. Thick brown liquid out your dick. Not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, that's definitely a medical emergency.
That's the kind of thing that you just need to sit down on the floor and just let it go everywhere. Anyway, on that epic note, we're gonna fucking leave. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy yourselves.
Enjoy your urinal gravy.